Which game in the last 5 years was the biggest letdown for you? Last 5 years. When did I stop playing Siege? 2019. So that doesn't count anymore. It's 2026. Last 5 years, bro. Shit. The game that I gotta look, bro. Let's take a look. Game that disappointed me the most in the last 5 years. What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Alex, and I just want to say thank you guys for clicking on this video. It really means a lot. It really does. This entire video that you're about to see was done live on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'd love to see you guys there. But for those of you that prefer YouTube, I understand. I really do. I will still continue to upload, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you thought about the video and leave a like or dislike depending on how you enjoyed the video. With that out of the way, thank you so much. Be sure to join my Discord and my Twitch. Both links are down in the description. Now back to the video. 5 years. Okay, this is all. So I'm sorting by everything that I have by playtime. Gears Reloaded. No, I didn't have high hopes for that anyways, because it was just a remaster of a remaster. Oh, this is up there. Spectre Divide. That I was actually pretty disappointed in the launch of this game. I was really hyped, and then they launched, and I think what happened, okay, I played the alpha and the beta for Spectre Divide, right? Myself and a bunch of other people gave them feedback and whatnot, and they think they saw that the hype was pretty good for the game, and they just went ahead and fucking launched it. I don't know if this is exact. I really don't. But I'm pretty sure they just went ahead and launched it, and it just like, it was just such a fucking letdown, dude. It really was. It just didn't rise like I guess it should have. And they missed the mark on a few things. And it's been so fucking long, almost a year, that I fucking forgot about it. But I did enjoy the game. It just needed more shit. Yeah, I agree with you, M6. I think most games don't want you to rely on your judgment anymore. They want you to rely on your mechanics, which is kind of brain dead, because you have to use your brain in order to develop the mechanics, right? You have to start understanding them, figuring out what fucking finger does what, blah, 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 right? And then eventually it just becomes like muscle memory. So then you're no longer using your judgment. You're just inputting. Does that make sense? I think the best mix is when you have judgment plus input. Right? But I think a lot of games are missing that core function as a game, where they focus too much on the mechanics and not enough on introducing elements to make you think and utilize the mechanics in a different way, or in a unique way. And someone could argue and say, oh, well, Doom Eternal does that, right? You learn how to quick swap, and then you have to learn what enemy combo does what. But then it's like, okay, but once you learn that, there's like nothing else. And then the situations, like the arenas, if you go back and play through it, the arenas are very scripted. So then so eventually your judgment gets thrown out. Does that make sense? And it goes purely to mechanics and reacting to what you're seeing. Yeah, exactly, M6. I don't know. This one was, I don't know if this was my biggest letdown, scum, but Spectre Divide was definitely up there. I'm scrolling right now. Let's see. Oh, you know what else is a big fucking letdown for me, actually? Battlefield 6. I mean, bro, like, there's just so many things that they could have done better with Battlefield 6, and they just kind of, like, dropped the ball. I think they played it a little too safe. It was your first Battlefield and wasn't impressed? Really? I'm actually pretty surprised by that. Because it's a good Battlefield. It is. It's just not a great Battlefield. And it just won't ever be the best Battlefield. But like, okay, so like, for example, in Battlefield 4, right? They gave us a bunch of shit that you could unlock. They gave you a bunch of shit that you could unlock, right? They gave you the fucking, there was the pro token shit that like you paid like an extra $40 for in Battlefield. And you got all the fucking DLCs, which led to an extra 25 maps or 20 maps, something like that. All the extra guns, all the extra camos, all the extra challenges, etc., etc. And in this, like, bro, I called this during the beta, And people were saying, "Oh, this is rage bait. This is rage bait. If you don't like it, stop playing." But I said Battlefield 6 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. This is the best Battlefield is going to get before it really starts to go downhill. And we're already kind of seeing that. There's not enough content. RedSec is boring as fuck. It didn't really introduce enough new things in it for people to be like, to say, stick around and say, oh, this is giving me something that I can't get in Apex, that I can't get in Fortnite, that I can't get in Warzone, that I can't get in any other fucking battle royale that's out there. It's just not. Then the multiplayer experience, it's so fucking butchered. It's okay, that's not true. That's a fucking extreme exaggeration. It is butchered though. First of all, we do all the fucking basic what's it called? Modes in open weapon system, which is fucking retarded. Why does a sniper have access to LMGs, carbines, assault rifles, and shotguns and all this other bullshit, bro? The fucking recon class should have carbines, DMRs, and snipers. You can argue for shotguns. You can. But, and then you hide the weapon restrictions away in this terrible fucking UI that they have. And it's just like, dude, this is so ass. And then the server browser is shit. The portal is shit. I don't know how they fucking butchered that. It's just, dude, they just didn't do enough. It's like and then, oh my God, bro. One of the things that absolutely pisses me off about Battlefield 6 as well, that really fucking ticks me off. Holy shit. They said, yo, we got 600 plus settings in the settings for PC. This was literally in the marketing trailer, okay? Holy fuck. We get the fucking game and there's not even a fucking search bar in the settings. You're advertising 600 settings and there's not a fucking search bar. That shit actually irritates me. Because instead of me being in a fucking game and being able to enjoy the fucking game, and something like changes in an update, or I had to uninstall, or I got a new PC and then my settings aren't there, right? And then I miss something and I get into a game. Now I gotta go searching through 12 fucking menus to find the one fucking thing I need. It actually pisses me off how stupid and how much of an oversight it is for them not to put a search bar in. And then, and since they're at it, if they're gonna add a search bar, they might as well add a search bar to the main menu, because scrolling through that fucking interface is just horrid. I genuinely just, like, every time I log into Battlefield, I'm like, okay, let me see what 12 fucking things I gotta scroll through to find my custom search setting. And then I get to pick my maps, and then I can only pick like 4 or 5 because all the rest of them are fucking super shit. Dude, I don't know what happened in the FPS space or what, but like all the good map makers are just fucking gone. This Battlefield really didn't have a good map. There were better maps than the other ones in this game, but definitely like no fucking standout maps in Battlefield 6. I probably should be ranting about this on the big one, but whatever. I don't know, man. I just absolutely dislike Battlefield 6 for a lot of reasons, but I also enjoy it for a lot of reasons as well. But I would still say the cons outweigh the pros for me yet. And also the season is super long. I hate the FOMO bullshit that they're doing. The ice pick challenge shit, I barely got that thing by the skin of my teeth. I wasn't even going to go for it, and I actually just got it naturally. But, and I just hate that, oh, we have to use FOMO for you to come into our game, stick around, and play it. I think that's so shit. If your game relies on you having events every so often to either bring player numbers back up, or keep the community focused, or bring the community back, or keep people engaged, or whatever, I don't think your game is good. I think your game is missing something extremely fucking core to the experience, and that's challenges with meaningful progression. We've replaced meaningful progression with artificial player retention. That's Nintendo these days. I think that's just about every company in these days. Like all these big AAA companies, they just fucking suck. Like Activision apologized for the absolute terrible state that Call of Duty's in, right? I guarantee you Call of Duty next year is going to be dog ass. They're trying COD needs to go back to what made COD good. If you don't believe me, okay, Doom 2016 rebooted the franchise. All right? I was watching this fucking video about like the development of Doom. Bro, they called Doom 4, the one that they were making before Doom 2016 came out. They called it Call of Doom because it was so detached from Doom. So id Software decided, okay, let's go back to what the fuck made us badass and good. And they innovated on that. They innovated on their style. And it fucking worked out. And now they've been doing iterations with it every game, right? Doom the Dark Ages, Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, etc. I think Call of Duty needs to do the same. I think they need to take a step back, look at their core gameplay, and be like, okay, how can we make this better in a refreshing way without taking away anything and without adding in bloat? Is that going to happen? Absolutely not. Why? Because they're owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft's just going to say, hey, here's $150 million, go make your game. So then what happens with the fucking money? Well, then the money just turns into fucking bloat. They're like, well, we have this budget, so let's just fucking make some shit to make some shit. Not let's make some shit that the fucking player will enjoy or that will, keep the player engaged or whatever. No, we're just going to fucking throw this in there to just throw this in there. And I think that's part of the reason why modern gaming feels like a fucking chore. I mean, I have daily fucking quests. I go to Battlefield, bro. If I open up Battlefield right now, there's going to be 3 daily challenges. Then there's weekly challenges because of the battle pass. And then this, and then that. Oh, you have this to do. You have this to do. You have, like, I'm being assigned fucking tasks like I'm at fucking work. I don't want to be assigned a fucking task like I'm at work. I want to log into your fucking game, get in the game, and play how I want to play. Challenges and tasks are 2 different things. They classify the tasks as challenges when in reality they're not. They're login fucking rewards. They're login items. That's not a fucking task. That's not a challenge. A challenge is doing something like killing 500 people at 200 meters using a fucking pistol with a scope 8x scope on it, bro. That's something that's a crazy fucking challenge, but the point remains, that's a challenge. And it's completely fucking optional. It's not something that I have to go out of my way to do. And I think that's what kind of is killing a lot of modern games. I could download Battlefield 4 right now, right? And I could go and do the Phantom Liberty project and get the bow and all the fucking other DLC guns and all this other shit, right? But if I load up Battlefield 6, and I want to go get the ice pick because I missed out when the event was going on, that's too fucking bad. So now I'm forced to log in to play your fucking game, even though I don't really want to, because I have fear of missing out and I want this fucking knife. You see the problems? The problems with modern gaming? It's not designed for a fucking enjoyable experience. It's designed for player retention. And it's pretty depressing. And then you get these games like Schedule 1. Dude, it's a good fucking time. I mean, really. It's a great fucking time. This is one of the best indie games of the fucking year. Of 2025, I mean. And what do you know? It doesn't have fucking FOMO. It doesn't have battle passes. It doesn't have daily login rewards. It doesn't have none of that shit. It just has a good gameplay loop that respects your fucking time and that says, you know what? We're going to give you as much content as possible. And the guy is still updating it, bro. I just did mushrooms in this bitch. I just ate shrooms in this bitch. I got high off of mushrooms in Schedule 1 in this shit. That wasn't possible about in April last year when the game launched. There's now a cartel in this shit. And you guess what? You only pay for this game once. There's no microtransactions. There's no macro transactions. There's none of that. It's just a fun game. Fun game. All right, well, that was my rant.